Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to my space. So if you're here today, if this video popped up in your feed, this is not a coincidence. Believe in the synchronicity. If you came across this video, it found you. There must be something you need to hear today. So today we are talking about manifestation and we are talking about systemic work. Yesterday, the context, when I was working out and thinking about this new manifestation course that I'm preparing for my Patreon members, a phrase popped up in my mind and I was like, oh my gosh, to see life and manifestation from this angle is so mind-blowing, and I must do a podcast about that. So here I am. So let's dive into this important thing that I want to share with you. This phrase that popped up in my mind, thinking about manifestation, is living the life they have manifested for you. Oh my gosh. So just take 1 second or 5 if you want and try to find out or guess who are they. Living the life they have manifested for you. So when you feel like the life you're living right now is far from what you truly desire, what you truly want to manifest, what you would like to accomplish for yourself, the dreams that you want to fulfill. It is the life they have manifested for you, mostly. The blueprint, I want to call it, is childhood. Maybe karmic past, maybe life, maybe past lives, of course. It can influence your current situation. Usually what gets stuck or remain unresolved from a past life is being carried forward to the present life. So you kind of like have to deal with it today. And then I thought about the Pygmalion Effect. We can also call it self-fulfilling prophecy. What is the Pygmalion Effect? It means that what a parent expects from the child often and sadly becomes reality. So if a parent perceives you, that's a good part. Smart, beautiful, capable, you name it. What tends to happen is these first judgments will actually influence the parent's behavior towards you and you as well. So they will be, without even realizing it, more supportive, more loving, kinder, more patient towards you. And adversely, if a parent thinks of you that you are freaking trouble, if they project a lot of unresolved relationship with their own mother, with their own father, with their own siblings, uncle, aunt, because this is projection. And this can be so heavy on a child. And we call it entanglement in systemic constellation as well. And what tends to happen is it is going to influence your parents' behavior towards you, as I said, without even being conscious of it. They are going to lack patience, maybe give you less attention, being short-tempered, maybe ignoring you altogether. And then children tend to pick up on that stuff. They do. So they will fulfill that freaking prophecy by failing, by fighting, by being trouble more and more. And the first kid will become successful. And this is how you can end up living the life they have manifested for you. So you have to know your blueprint. This is the first thing to do, knowing your blueprint. What is my blueprint? How was I being perceived by my parents? And separately, because the mother and the father perceives you differently, because they have their own projections, their own trauma, their own unresolved trauma. So you really have to go parent by parent. And if you have a lot of siblings, you even have to go through them, how they have perceived you. Because if you heard things like, you selfish, you mean, mostly if it's before 6 or 7 years old, this becomes a program engraved in you. And this is how basically we can just end up living the life they have manifested for us through telling us who we are, what we are capable of, what we are going to do, what we can't do, what we can do, that we're not worthy of the time, we're not worthy of the patience, we're not worthy of the attention. But if I feel worthy of the thing I want to manifest, they're going to manifest. I'm not going to second guess myself whether I can attain or fulfill my dreams or not. So worthiness is something that is being engraved in us in childhood. All right, so that being said, I want to talk about something else now, and I think I'm going to end with it. When I started Systemic Constellations, I thought that it will resolve everything for me because Systemic Constellations are wonderful because they are like theater. You can work with the full energies doing a constellation. Mostly if it's a live constellation, in-person constellation, this is really where you have the full energies available to you. You know, air, earth, water, fire. And something I want to specify here, when you end that constellation workshop or session, the work must continue through practicing daily on being present, on being grounded. You choose your practice, whatever you want to practice, meditation, breath work, but you have to keep manifesting, keep visualizing, keep meditating. And if you find yourself not being able to bring an entire healing to a problem, it could be because there is a lack of practice. Practicing being present, practicing being grounded, practicing breathing throughout the day. So it's really about understanding how becoming responsible for your own path is crucial. The life you've been living is a program from your childhood. It's a life that has been assigned to you at birth, at conception, and reinforced throughout your whole childhood. And you know, when you realize that, you can be quite pissed off. I'm living the life they have manifested for me. You feel that it's almost like a violation of your sacred space. They have created for me by telling me who I was, what I could do, what I was good at, what I was bad at, who I was. And maybe you were dealing with a parent, sadly, that was not seen for who they were by their own parents. So you could have had so many talents and nobody will notice. And it can be quite upsetting. So I kind of want you to have that reaction. Like, what? You know, this kind of wake-up call, like, no, I want to change timeline. And you can actually move from one story to another. And having this wake-up call, no more, can really actually help you. Using the fire of anger to just drop it because it is not yours. It is a kind of violation to yourself, to your sacred space. But having the sense of boundaries, like I am no longer going to live the life they have manifested for me. That is boundaries. Because you realize that your whole belief system is obeying the program, which is not yours, So it's all about waking up and saying, stop having boundaries and seeing manifestation and your lifeline from this angle. This is really what has motivated me to make this podcast, because there is so much literature out there about how to manifest, but it's about what works for you. And when this phrase popped up in my mind, the life they have manifested for me, I was like, oh my gosh, that's a new angle. And it came from the idea that I was also thinking about working with my vision board and including my own child. And I was like, oh, actually, I really want to manifest for him. I want to include him on my vision board. And then this phrase popped up. And then I was like, I wonder what my parents manifested for me, right? I've been working on myself for such a long time. I did remove a lot of peels from the onion, and I'm sure there are more left. However, it is such an interesting question to see it from that angle. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in my next video when talking about these 4 energies and how they can help you heal.